morning of day 9 of our trip. We're just now leaving Lulu or Lolo, Montana, not sure how that's pronounced. We'll be crossing back into Idaho fairly soon, and either today or within the next few days we're going to be crossing back and forth between Idaho and Montana. We have a route on some of these roads that kind of just zigzags our way up north. Alright, the section of road we're going to do now is Route 12. It's called Lolo Pass in Idaho. It's supposed to be extremely scenic. So far, I hope the road improves though. It's bumpy as hell right now. Oh, and correction, this is day 10 of the trip, not 9. They're already blurring together. Still on Highway 12 right now. This road is quite long, but at least the pavement's gotten a lot better. Pretty fun road, fairly scenic. You're along the river the entire time. Our problem is we are roasting right now. We've stripped off all of our layers. I'm even down to my mesh jacket. It is just sweltering hot out here. The sun's hot, but the air itself is just very hot. So even on the bikes and the breeze, it's not really much better. I think we're going to find a shady spot here to hang out for a while. Maybe take a damn nap. Okay, so back on the road. We just stopped and had some Mexican food. Not really because we were all that hungry, but because they had AC. It is hot out here. It's currently 94 degrees, feels like 104. And then as soon as we got back on the road, Alan's shirt fell off the back of his bike, so I had to run out in traffic and get it. So, you know, now I'm even hotter. It wouldn't be that bad, but I swear the air temperature is even hotter. Even though we're going down the road on the bikes, it is no relief from the heat at all. I'm about ready to just go jump in that river. So last night, sitting around camp, Alan joked about how close we are to the state of Washington. we could check another state off of our list. The states we've been to on this trip, because we didn't really plan on being this far west in Idaho. That's why I said, yeah, that's great, but I hate just popping into a state for a couple miles and right back out and just saying, hey, I've been to that state. So I tried to look up a destination, something to go to. But again, we weren't planning on being this far west, and there just wasn't, I couldn't find anything worth going to that we had the time to do. So we kind of gave up on the idea, and then Alan decided we need to go to Walmart today. So we're in Clarkston, Washington at Walmart. So does that count? P.S. It's still hot as balls.
2 hours later.
Alright, so we're leaving Walmart and leaving Washington back into Idaho. We spent over an hour in Walmart mainly just because they had AC. And I drank a whole bottle of Mountain Dew while I was in there. Oh, and we checked the weather. It's officially 100 degrees. I'd like to go back a few days ago when we were riding around with 12-foot snow drifts beside the road. North on 95 and out of when we left Washington there, climbed a freaking mountain and gave us a hell of a view. There's actually a scenic overlook pull-off here. This is one of the better views we've had this trip. Figures and it's in an oddball place like this. Coming to the end of our day here. Rode about 330 miles today, and we're coming in to, I think, Plummer, Idaho, and just outside of that town should be a campground. I think it's called Hayburn Park, and we're going to see if they've got some camping spots available, and we'll camp there for the night, and tomorrow we will continue heading north up through Idaho and hitting some more of these absolutely spectacular roads. Alright, it is the morning of day 10 of the trip. We're leaving Hayburn State Park, where we camped last night, and we'll be heading north up through Idaho today and hitting a few of these top 10 rides that we found up through the state, and we're not sure which ones we're going to do and which ones we aren't. We're just going to kind of play that by ear because we're still trying to save as many days as we can to spend in Glacier, because we know that's going to be awesome. So see what the day brings. Just hope it's a little bit cooler than yesterday. We're still in Idaho right now. I believe the road we're on right now is considered Route 9. It's heading out towards Thompson Falls and Thompson Pass. Nothing spectacular as far as scenery or anything, but it's just a nice, relaxing ride. Weather is just about perfect. Can't ask for much more. Finishing up the day here. We're back in Montana, heading north on Route 2, and we'll pull off to 508, and there's a few campgrounds along that road. We're going to try to find one for the night. This is part of one of the loops that we wanted to do, the top 10 rides. So far, definitely had a mix of rides in the last few days. Some of them were absolutely spectacular, and there's no doubt in my mind why they're on the top 10 list. A few of them, they were fine. Wasn't anything wrong with them, but they weren't anything spectacular. So this will be, we're basically camping on the last loop that we want to do. We'll continue it tomorrow on our way to Glacier, where we will be spending the next few days. What you doing there, Alan?
Little campcraft work here.
You gotta look good while camping.
That's right.
This is what happens when you have a campsite that doesn't have Wi-Fi and you don't have a cell phone signal. You get so bored, you sit around and you watch Alan polish his shoes.
Yeah, you think I'm bored? You're watching me do it.
I know. That's what I said.
Yeah. You're sad.
Yeah. Alright, it is the morning of day 12 for the trip, and we just broke 2,000 miles on the bikes so far. We're not quite done yet. Now we're leaving camp now. We're on Route 508, which is part of one of these top rated rides that we picked out. So we'll make that loop today and end up in Castle Spell, Montana. And we've got a hotel there for a couple nights at least, because it's just south of Glacier. That way we can get out in the morning, get a good early start. And it looks like we're going to have 4 full days at Glacier, so we should have plenty of time to see most of it. Alright, so this is always fun on the bikes. We kind of have a game plan of where we're going, but we're not sure exactly where we're at. So we're just kind of exploring around. We got all day today to not go very far, really. So today would be the day to get lost if we want to get lost. Funny enough, that if we keep heading the direction we're heading, which is north, we are going to be within just a handful of miles from the Canadian border, which is pretty cool. And no, neither of us have a passport right now, so we can't go to Canada, unfortunately. We have got to be just a couple miles from the Canadian border right now. I'm clear off from my map, and I had pretty much the top of Montana downloaded on my offline maps on my phone. Like I said, we're off of that, so I feel like we could take one of these little gravel side roads to the left and just end up in Canada.